I graduated in 2000. First school was Billawilla State High School in Central Queensland. I was there for 11 years, and as a young teacher, we went there with the explicit instructions to do design. So that was my lead-in. My HOD left within 6 months. So there was 2 first-year teachers there who...
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was a great learning curve, I can tell you. So ordering the whole lot we had to learn. So, so really came out with that design-based thinking pushed into schools, and Billawilla was a great learning area for that. 11 years I moved down the Sunshine Coast hoping to get a newer school. I got an older school, Nambour State College. But again, I think my lot was to try and teach and push into the design, and which I did. And then for 6 years, and then moved to up to Gladstone State, doing the same thing as
awesome.
well. Pushing,
Awesome.
So,
No
and
worries.
then also, being president of DATTA Queensland, I've been doing that now for 10 years, 11 years with the executive. So because I have that passion and belief in design and our area that we need to promote. So yeah, that's the background.
Perfect. And so you've obviously come from a bit of thrown in the deep end, and you've done bits and pieces here and there. What's your biggest challenge as a design and tech teacher, do you think, in the classroom?
Yeah, in general, I think it's having the correct resources to teach our discipline. It's all right to have that workshop tools and all that, but we're missing out on that engineering and systems line, or there used to be a systems line. So the understanding PLCs and logic control and Intellector with the electronics, that's still our side, and we should be taking grasp of that as well. It was frustrating to see Lego, robotics and all that come in and then move outside area because we're too slow. Pneumatics, the PLCs, all that higher end thinking side of things. And it costs money. I set up a technology workshop, I suppose, or technology hub in Billawilla, and we got grants for that. And so I had all that gear there. But it's getting admin to understand we need the higher end students in the class.
And you would have had to do all of that structural setup and get the grants all outside the school hours.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It wasn't part, it was on top of. It was good at the time. I can't remember the acronym for it, but there was the money that was for regional schools to get there, but you had to put in for that. And I've always liked being on the crest of the wave, ride that new wave in. So, yeah.
Awesome. And so one of the common questions that I'm asking is, if you were to drive a message with how design and technology is seen or the challenges, and you want to actually talk to the leadership across the state, as the DATTA Queensland, as a teacher, what would that be?
The common one I tell my admin is that we simply we're not a place where we just make stuff. Don't send the students to us because they like playing with tools and making stuff. We're a lot more than that. It's prototyping, those thinking skills. We've got to do our theory. It's just not a dumping area. We're so much more. To get into that next level, the higher end thinking in engineering or even just in the workshops have changed so much. They've got to realise that, from a STEM point of view, I think we're the centre of it. Maths and English, science can come into it, but we've got the vehicle that can take it further.
100%, and it's almost the tangible element that comes out of every industry. So that's perfect, and I think that mentality of being able to see that versus what it used to be 20 years ago, 30 years ago, needs to be 100% broken. If you could speak to the parents of every one of your students, what would you tell them?
Nearly basically the same thing. School or the workshops have changed. It's not woodwork, it's not metalwork, or the kids say it's woodworks or metalworks. It's so much. It's changed so much. And I'm just running. Sorry, I just got Vanessa calling.
No, that's okay.
Hi, Vanessa. No, we're about to. I'm just talking to Rashan and we'll be down. Yep, too easy. I'll send James down. Okay, bye. Speaker gifts. Speaker gifts. Yeah.
No, all good.
Yeah. It's along the same lines, and I've had a colleague who used to run design evenings for parents. So I think we got to inform them to come along and play in our world again, and realise that it's not in the workshop just banging nails and making joints.
Yeah.
We've got machinery that can do that, so why do we? And then that design thinking to come in and realise they don't have to take a prototype, not a prototype, a finished article home, it's a prototype. So it's that changing.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Anything you'd like to say in general to the betterment of design and tech education? Where would you like to see it go in the next, let's say, up to 2030? Me personally, I'd like to really see us grab the new technology coming through, the playing with the systems, looking at the robotics and how that's integrated, the technology of the 3D printers and laser cutters, VR. How can we use that in a holistic way, not a siloed subject? Yep. So the tools, they used to be the hammer and the nails and the CNC, and then became 3D printers, laser cutters. It's just evolving the tools.
Yeah. And I run at the moment a design class where they're learning the 3D printer and the laser cutter, how to use it, and then the last project is still a mousetrap vehicle to race. But I'm not having to. Well, I'm running the laser cutter, but I'm not having to draw it for them or anything like that. They're doing it. If they don't do it, that's their problem. But 2/3 of the class are quite involved in it, so you're getting there. Yeah.
Great. Well, look, all I want to do is make sure that you keep up your good work that you're doing with DATTA Queensland, because this kind of thing still injects life and it gives the opportunity for stakeholders to come together. So honestly, thank you so much. And yeah, let's hopefully be able to change and progress this one small step at a time.
Yes, thank you. It gets frustrating and tiring.
100%.
To doing this and keep knocking your head up against that brick wall, but I still have that passion, I think. For a little bit longer. Yeah,
that's it. And same thing. We got to make sure that someone has to fight the good fight, the way I see it. Yeah.
And thank you for at times inspiring as well. Your energy and passion. You see it at these events, and other times you think, oh, no, maybe one more year I can do it for.
Exactly right. So thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you.